Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top 5 clash. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a 1st down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue blood.
It's a running room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Has it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Still looking to his right. Going for 6. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Hardy. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Keeps it himself. The pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Might as well run him again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but Every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rush is on. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Missouri, 7, Penn State, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun. They're all over him. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Brown. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Here's Hardy. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. There he goes. The 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
7,
Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Tight end now in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Here's a give to Hardy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll run it with Hardy. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. He's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's caught. Turns it on in midfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to throw on first. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Brown. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to Hardy. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 11 team, the Florida Gators. And it's Ole Miss with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. He's looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. There he goes to the right. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Peoples again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Red pass is complete. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's Peoples. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up second and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on second and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's a give to Hardy. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. He breaks a tackle, looking for room at the 40. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Handoff for Peoples. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Peoples one more time. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead.
We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. A strike downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Defense in press coverage. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He's past the sticks. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. One more time, it's Hardy. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Misses badly on that one.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Snapped on 4th down. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. The quick out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They move on top here in the fourth. His third touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
Second down, gonna throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He takes it at the 45. He's going to get loose. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Peoples again. Got some room in into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. First play of this drive. Look out! And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right side, it's Terry. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down, and that made it more man.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Here's a gift to Peoples. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback changing the play. Here's Peoples one more time. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
At the 12-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber